his face goes dead white, like eyes get big, and just scrabbles out of there.
Who's this all-knowing bathroom goer? Welcome back to Privy. Privy is a podcast about bathrooms, recorded this week on location. I'm not too sure the exact name of it, but we're gonna get into that as we are joined today by Jerry Crane. Jerry, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very, very good. What is the official title / name of where we are at?
Official title / name. We are at my place of business.
Perfect.
We are, I don't know how much you go into depth about like where.
As much as you need.
All right. So local kettle corn company, Susie Q's Kettle Corn, local to the Salem, Oregon area. Been doing it for about 2 years. My family's owned businesses throughout my life, mostly food service related. This is our newest endeavor.
Yeah.
So we're in our company's bathroom.
There you go. We made it into the special zone of truth.
I may be halfway out the door a little bit, but we're here.
Hey, we're here. Yeah. So, and you guys have had we were talking before the record, but you said you guys have had a recording or a catering company for 25 years.
That's what my dad's been doing. I mean, I'm 24, so he's been doing it a little bit longer than I've been alive. But yeah, I've been working with him on that since I was like 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What was that? What is that like growing up and just, having that as, I guess, kind of like one of the weekend family activities, I imagine.
It's weird. I mean, so talking to other people about it, I think a common theme is like, wow, so you must have grown up really fast.
Yeah.
Which I definitely... I mean, I guess not to toot my own horn in any way, but I definitely did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the oldest of 5, and so, that kind of thrusts you into responsibility a little bit. But, I've never heard of it pitched that way necessarily as like a weekend family activity. But that's a really good way of putting it because 100%, there were definitely weekends where it's like, hey, I have 3 caterings this week. One of them's 6,000 people. One of them's 400 people. One of them's 150. And he's like, all right. Jerry, Jude, Julia, and I've got 8 other employees. We're all working on these, that kind of thing. So it was kind of a family activity, but no, I think it taught me a lot of important lessons growing up pretty early, and I'm very thankful for it.
A lot of business management and strategies too, I imagine.
Yeah.
So we're talking. You're talking like all sizes of groups. You said like thousands and down to just handfuls of people.
Yeah, our smallest is typically like 60 or 70 people.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I know that in the past he's done up to 10,000.
My goodness.
That's not a constant. But
what is that event? Like
usually it's like a massive corporate company picnic.
Okay. Whoa.
I think that's what that one was. Or it was either I know our 2 largest, I think one of them was a massive corporate company picnic. I don't know what company it was for. And the other one was like a small fair that he was meant to feed everybody at.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yep.
Like a county fair or
when
something.
Y'all used to do the baseball?
Yeah. The Volcano Stadium.
Do they still, do the volcanoes still exist?
That's a loaded question, Hunter.
Okay, perfect.
They exist without us, but they're doing their own thing. They're no longer affiliated with the Giants. They were affiliated with the San Francisco Giants as a farm team. They're not. I think a few years ago, San Francisco Giants dropped, or actually a bunch of major teams dropped a bunch of farm teams.
Wow.
And people were surprised they dropped the Volcanoes because they had a ton of World Series champs come out of there. Tim Lincecum, Buster Posey, others. Those are the only ones I've met.
Wow.
But yeah, I think they're their own kind of local. I think they're their own league. Yeah. Because they have 4 teams that all play there on rotation, and they do like 100-something games a season. But yeah, it's different. I've not revisited it, but
I know we used to take kids with the mentoring gig, and sometimes date night, and we moved to Albany, and I just kind of I've been checked out of the Salem scene so much that it's wild every time I come back up. Well, yeah, you've shared a little bit about who you are. So we met through friend of the show, Aaron, through D&D. And
was it Aaron or was it Cyrus?
So
I guess it was a combination effort,
for
right?
me, it was Aaron.
Okay.
Because I met Cyrus about the same time.
Really? I just assumed that you knew Cyrus.
Yeah,
forever.
so I knew Aaron and
I guess that makes sense.
Jesse. Does that sound Jesse?
Are you talking about his
Belek?
wife?
No.
Oh no, Sam's wife, right? Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, so Sam and Jesse.
Yeah, Sam and Jesse.
So Sam
right.
Belek.
Love that guy.
Yes. Did he play D&D with us?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's the reason I started playing D&D.
Okay, so it was Aaron and Sam.
Yeah.
Who were like, because I was at Corbin, and they're like, "Hey, we do D&D.
Mm-hmm.
You should come hang out." Because Corbin was trying to do their D&D thing, but like without saying D&D.
Yeah, I remember.
It was one of those.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was real special. And I was like, yeah, sure. Never played D&D. I come and hang out. You had that loft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
It was funny enough. That place was literally right around the corner from here.
okay.
It's the end of the road you drove down to get here.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
As I was driving in, I'm like, this seems familiar.
Maybe I'm
but-
passing it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we ended up moving to another location. It was
And I remember that.
Yeah.
That was off of like Silverton.
Yeah, more into
Something over there?
into
Yeah.
Salem out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Kaiser. Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's where we met, and I was just like, you seemed like this D&D seasoned veteran, and I was like this starstruck, that's what a 20-sided die looks like,
Yep.
kid. That's like,
Oh, I
wow,
remember. I remember.
wow. Wait, I can do anything, and
Yeah. I think I remember you specifically saying something like that. Our
Yeah.
first, all of us getting together. You, I think Justin played with us for a little bit, and that was the sentiment. It was like, wait, so I can do anything? And man, did people try.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
on a technicality, you can do anything. Right. We'll see how it works
But
out.
we'll put you to sleep and put you in a bag and carry around this campaign if we have to. Like, yeah. But that was like kind of how we met, and then, like you said, Cyrus and the church involvement. Weirdly enough, he's doing ministry down in Albany. So
I know,
like
yeah.
we're miles from each other. And,
Yeah, I meant to ask you if you.
Oh yeah.
But you guys don't connect at all, or
Oh yeah,
rarely?
we run into each other a lot.
Okay.
We're both different special types of busy, and
yeah. Aren't we all, man?
Life is challenging to get folks together, but
Yeah.
the youth pastor at his church and I, he's actually Dylan. He's been on the show before too.
Oh, very cool.
So it's just kind of one of those small world things, and then, and we'll talk in a little bit about what you got going, because I'm relearning about what you've been up to and vicariously through your stuff. But as you have navigated this life, and Byron,
Love that guy.
used to go play Pokemon Go with him for a hot
you
minute.
did?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. There was a few times where we would. Anyway, ADHD brain. But
Oh, I love it.
have you? And this is part of the. Do you have? Either it can be. I mean, it can be you. It can be one of those beloved siblings.
Mm-hmm.
But bathroom stories from all those catering or growing up. Anything bathroom story related that you.
It's not like I'm hesitant to share. I definitely have one. I've got like two. I had thought about this a little bit.
Everybody has one.
Yeah, I definitely have one. I have a few.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we only have so much time here, right?
Hey, you're.
Well, I know I can crash course real quick. Really young, like 4 years old, going to an old church. Definitely went to the bathroom. It was during that time where it's like, hey, I don't know if I shouldn't need my mom to wipe me anymore, but I don't want to make the leap of personal responsibility. And I know there was a time where I apparently shamelessly just walked out, drawers on the ground around my ankles, and into, I think, some church event.
Oh, yes.
And was just like, does anybody know where my mom is?
Oh, man.
And only realized the significance of my embarrassment years later, right?
Right. Well, because when you're a kid,
it's
you're
like-
kind of off the hook.
Oh, yeah. I think, you're off the hook for that. But when you're not, then in your own brain, you're not off the hook. It's like, can't believe I was so ridiculously inept. But I think there's that. There's, other. I think one time at a wedding, I got, when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I was going to the bathroom. Everybody else, it was at a church. Everybody else is like this big church all the way on the other side of the campus or whatever. And I'm entirely alone doing my business. Automated lights shut off. 8-year-old me is like,
oh no,
I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had my trusty Mickey Mouse wristwatch that had a glow feature on it. Yes. So only by the light of my dim Mickey Mouse watch could I finish my business and get out of there. But probably the paramount story amongst my life of the bathroom time.
Oh, boy.
Which is, okay, we have to establish.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a precious, it's a zone of precious care, right? The bathroom, yes. It is. I mean, there's almost royalty involved.
It's a special place.
It is a special place, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. Specifically, privacy. Yeah. Right. Now, public bathrooms, I think, have thrown privacy to the wind. Yes. Just in form of treating us like animals, right? Horses in stalls, and get your business done and get it done quickly. Which there's probably some wisdom in that, I guess, but. I will always distinctly remember. I think I was 17. Well, I said I will distinctly remember, then said I think I was 17.
Hey, you're good.
And it was either end of junior year, beginning of senior year. And I know, never really had a lot of money in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So I had like one pair of jeans most of high school. Yeah. And then I think maybe the most I had 2. But I knew that both of them had very unfortunate rips in them, right between the legs. And they're those ones that just from wear down start to open up, So I thought, all right, I got to get some new jeans, some that are a little nicer that I can wear to church and stuff like that, but also work in. All right, so I headed to Walmart where, all good things happen.
That's right.
And pull into the parking lot, and I'm like, okay, something on the ride there is percolating.
Oh, yeah. Right? You're stewing one.
Oh, yeah. Something's settling.
Oh, yes.
And unsettling again, and then resettling. And I'm like, okay, I don't love to use public restrooms. I mean, who does? Who's sitting at home going, I wish I was doing this somewhere else, right?
Home is where the heart is.
Yeah. And where the toilet is.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
No, go for it.
I have a coworker, and there's no way she listens to this nonsense or whatever. But like she'll take time off, go home to go to the bathroom. Like she's like, I'm not going.
I respect it.
Yeah, and yeah.
Depending on the state of the bathroom at the place you work.
And she's a hard worker, so it's like, yeah, you go for it, girl. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. But yeah, no, public bathrooms are a disaster, and you're at Walmart's public bathroom is what I'm.
Yeah. So I'm in the mindset of like, okay, I will do whatever I can to make sure I get done with what I have to do so I don't have to use a public restroom, let alone Walmart, right? Like, right. It's like, I mean, it's a war zone. Right. At least my expectation is it's going to be a war zone. So I pull in the parking spot. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to get in here, get in, get out. I don't like shopping for clothes. And so I'm going to get in, get out as quick as I can. But it's a 30-minute endeavor at best. And I'm like, okay, I got to make a judgment call right now, because as I'm getting out of the car, I'm like, all right, this is shifting things.
Oh, no.
Legs are moving, starting walking, no longer sitting.
Heart's
I'm like,
pumping a little more.
Can I go 30 minutes?
Yeah.
I run the risk of, I think this is my size. I'll grab these jeans, get them home, and realize I have to come back to return them because I grabbed the wrong ones.
Right.
Or I run the risk, heaven forbid, a horrible accident happen while I'm trying jeans on in the store. That's a hard one to explain. So all right, I'm going to have to bite the bullet. I'm going to have the first thing. I'm not going to go shopping. First thing I'm doing, I walk in the bathroom. Or walk into the Walmart. I'm headed straight to the bathroom, and I'm mentally preparing myself for the horrifying visage that's going to be a Walmart bathroom, because I've been in some. Shout out to Hood River. Their Walmart, worst bathroom I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, Hood River. You're probably great, but Walmart, get it together.
I've used the bathroom in that Walmart, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Because my wife sent me pictures because it was so bad.
Oh, yeah. So. You'd think that they'd be... Well, I'm pretty sure right before I got into that bathroom, they were probably cooking meth.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's terrifying in there.
Yeah.
Lights are flickering. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get murdered. Even though I'm the only one in there. No, this one, I'm in Salem, and I'm expecting the worst. Walk in, open the bathroom door. I kid you not. I thought I was magically transported to Olive Garden or something.
What?
Apparently, only recently, there was like burlap or something to make it look country chic in front of the...
What in the world?
Okay, right? It doesn't belong in Walmart, but I was grateful for it. Like little string lights and like cut burlap strips in front of the sinks and mirrors, nice lights.
What in the
Okay,
heck?
this is not Walmart, but it was magnificent. And I thought, okay, maybe this is a sign. I'm going to be okay, you know?
God's looking out for you.
He really was. But just wait.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, all right, well, this is great. And bonus points.
Yeah.
Because I have a sense about these things. I'm a little afraid of the audibleness of what might be about to happen, right? So best case scenario, I'm the only one in the room.
Right.
Because I don't have to explain myself for the screams of banshees they're probably going to hear.
Yeah.
And so, all right, kind of give a moment of contemplation. I'm listening. I don't think anybody's in here.
Yeah.
Quick glance at the foot area of the stalls. And, all right, nobody else is in here. This is great. I have my choice of stall, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
What an honor. So, you know, as it goes, walk in the stall, turn around, give it a lock, make sure it's locked.
Right.
That's what you should do. Didn't do that.
Yeah. And make sure it actually like fits in the little groove.
Never does.
Yeah.
But I think my hubris or something got the better of me because in this moment I'm thinking, this is the nicest Walmart bathroom I've ever been in.
Right.
I just assumed the locks are going to work.
Oh, no.
Lock the door, turn around. Also, I'm in a real hurry because if I don't do something quickly, I'm going to die of nuclear explosion or something.
Well, and you want to get the pants shopping over with.
Thank you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Nope. I get it.
So, you know, drop trowel, start the business. Depth charges are
Yep.
racing and rocketing out of me. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how long of a process this is going to be. Let's speed this up a little bit. I want to get out of here. I hear the creak of the door open.
Oh, no.
And I hear the distinct humming of a child coming into the bathroom. And I think he's humming like "You Are My Sunshine" or something. So you can tell,
something innocent and sweet.
of course,
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I mean, he's probably the most innocent little kid. And then I hear, as the door's shutting, like crying out from outside the bathroom, "Hey, Johnny, better keep it quick, because we gotta, whatever." I mean, this is years ago, but I just remember somebody saying something to the effect of like, "Hurry up, do your business."
Yeah.
And I remember them saying his name was Johnny.
Oh, young Johnny.
Yeah, young Johnny, who's 7 years older now, so probably in middle school. He was probably like 8 or, I don't know, maybe 10 years old. No, he had to be younger than that. Like 8 years old, we'll say.
Yeah.
He walks in. I hear him, "You Are My Sunshining," all up and down the bathroom. And
Oh, yes.
he's clearly thinking he's alone.
Yeah.
I was this kid 5 minutes ago.
Right.
He's thinking, what serendipitous beauty. I have the whole
best,
bathroom,
yeah.
the best bathroom ever. I have the bathroom to myself. He's walking around, taking his choice of stall. Okay. Serendipity, abandoned. He picks the stall I'm in.
Right.
First he goes, he's humming and he goes, "Hello?" Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, why would he be speaking to me?
Right.
All he's saying is hello. I thought maybe he was in response to the people who were yelling at him
Right.
seconds ago. So I don't say anything.
Yeah.
So there's a social contract in the bathroom.
Right.
You don't talk to somebody
Don't
through
talk
the
to me.
wall.
Right.
I don't know you. And we know what I'm doing in here. I don't want to talk to you. So I hear again, a hello. And then I hear a, "Oh, well." So I think, okay, he doesn't care. The door to the stall rattles a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying the one next to me. Realizes there's no one in there. Don't know why he didn't pick it. Then he touched the door to mine. The door starts to open. I quickly, hand out. I stop it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a superhero.
It's not happening.
No, nothing's happening.
This child's not going to see this.
No, nobody's. This is my sanctum. Like, it's the closest thing I'm getting to it at Walmart. And so I, stop it abruptly. So the door didn't even open. So as far as he's aware, the door's just locked.
Yeah.
Okay, kid, get a clue. Door's locked. Don't come in. So I had no time to respond.
Oh, no.
Door closes. He's pushing against it. I mean, luckily I'm a 17-year-old
Right.
teenage boy, and this
Yeah.
kid's not getting past. I worked out.
Eat your Wheaties, kid. Yeah.
Maybe if he had, he would have pushed through. Door doesn't open. I'm like, all right, this kid gets it. Stops pushing on the door. I'm like, okay, I don't need to address it. Again, social contract. I don't want to speak to this kid.
Yeah.
He knows the door's locked. He's not coming in. I remove my hand.
Yep.
And then in a moment of such rapid speed,
Yep.
right under the door.
Oh my gosh.
On his hands and knees, and just looks right up at me and then freezes.
Like, what did you expect to find here, kid?
Right? Looking at me and just is like, and then he goes, why did you... Trails off, and I go, no, this might be weird, but I just look at him and went, because in my head, I'm angry. You know?
Yeah.
But I just went, hey, Johnny. Now, probably a creepy thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Because this kid, I heard his mom or whatever yell his name. But I don't know why that's what went through my head. So I could be on a list somewhere and not know it. But I'm just like, hey, Johnny, bathroom's occupied. His face goes dead white, like eyes get big and just scrabbles out of there.
Who's this all-knowing bathroom goer?
I'm the guy that sits on top of the mountain, you know, or whatever, but I'm just in the bathroom.
Oh, my gosh.
He books it out of the bathroom, runs, door slams. I hear him like, there was a guy in there.
See, that's the part that would give me the most chief anxiety is hearing there's a guy in the bathroom while he's upset. I'm like,
well, he wasn't upset. He was just like, there's a guy in the bathroom. And then I heard the guy go like, yeah, it's a public bathroom.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, well, I don't have to go anymore.
Yeah, I bet
and
you
then
don't.
they leave, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, oh, this is horrifyingly embarrassing. I don't want to have to explain this situation to anybody. So I wait, a good 10 minutes. I'm like, maybe they'll do their shopping and leave. I finish up my business. I leave the bathroom.
Oh, no.
I'm just praying. I don't want to see this kid again.
Right.
But the kid's got to be equally embarrassed, if not more.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to call attention to it. I don't want to be accused of something
nefarious.
And I'm like, all right, well, this kid's not going to be shopping in the men's jeans section, Lord willing.
No way.
So I go to the men's jeans section. I mean, next aisle over is the shoes. And I look over, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Here is a family, a mother and her few children, one of them being this kid, looks at me and he just eyes so wide, slack-jawed, like... Now, I can only imagine he thinks I'm following him.
Right.
For, some sort of recompense.
Yeah.
So I went, there's a few ways I could handle this. Either
You're just trying to buy pants.
I'm just trying to buy pants. Either I could confront his mother and say, hey, be a better mom.
Your kid's a ne'er-do-well.
Yeah, not going to do that. Not going to do that. I just look, and I went, but maybe I have an opportunity to teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Think before you do. Be a little bit more considerate. Also, locked doors mean something.
Right.
So I just looked at... I had to get into character a little bit. And the most stoic face I could, I look at him. And when he's kind of like towards me, kind of adjacent to his family a little bit, I just went, Johnny. And he just eyes wide again, like, how does this guy know my name? And I just grabbed a pair of pants, praying that they're the right one.
Yeah.
It's like then I can't just start shopping.
Right.
I have to. I mean, this is the drop the mic moment. It's the drop the mic moment.
Yep,
So Johnny, without looking, grab a pair of pants. I was pretty sure it was the right size. Walked away. Never saw him again. So
Well,
Johnny, if you're out there, I want you to know I'm not some weirdo. I care about your personal growth.
And also, you're not sorry because there's no reason for you to be sorry.
Thank you.
Because, like,
grow up, Johnny.
Also, this kid, to my understanding of this story, never went to the bathroom.
No, definitely didn't.
And so I'm sitting here. Yeah, I think this middle schooler was up to late elementary, early middle schooler was up to no good. Yeah, locked bathroom. Just move on.
Yeah. So long story there.
Man.
But I hope it was... I think we can all learn something in it, right?
What the heck? Yeah. Don't... So I got 2 kids. And when my son was, 3-ish, where everything is new and everything is the most interesting thing in the world, there's moments where it's like, hey, kid, I got to go to the bathroom, so that means you got to go to the bathroom.
But why? Me. What?
Yeah. And so you're like, and they've actually installed these, like, strap-in kid chairs where you can, like, strap your kid into the chair while you poop.
And you're talking public restroom.
Public restroom, yeah.
I thought you were talking about your house. I was like,
no,
what?
well, that too. There's no privacy there either. But they strap them in so they can't take off while you're doing bathroom. But some of them don't have that. And
I didn't know bathrooms had that. That's clever.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Clever.
It's a new thing. But the number of times, like early on, age 3, is I'm doing my thing, and he's like standing there waiting for me, and he's like trying to peek under. And I said, listen, kid, you don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't think there's anybody, you don't ever do that. Because worst case scenario, like best case scenario, you do it and there's no one there.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I saw a toilet. Worst case scenario, somebody's either very mad. Yeah, you're Johnny. Or like somebody like spits on you or something. Like that's my thing is like there's like mean people that are
vindictive,
like, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not trying to justify Johnny because if you push on the door and it's locked and you keep going, you know what you're in for. But man,
I think in that moment when he looked up and his eyes just got really wide, it was just, you know, a moment of revelation of like, oh, I did this to myself.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and it's like,
that's what doors that don't move mean.
Right. Man, yeah, that.
But I will say that whole thing, if I was closer in age to that situation, I could tell the story better, and I know I could because out of that whole thing, I love narrative writing and all that.
Right.
I turned around with that, and I had an essay due. It was my senior year. I had an essay due for a narrative essay.
Oh, perfect.
I took that story, I spruced it up, I made it just beautiful.
Yeah. And
of course, that's the way. I had a wonderful writing teacher.
Right.
Actually, you probably know her. She does some work at Corbin. Her name is, to us, it was Mrs. Reichelt. I don't know if I want to use her full name. If she's okay with that.
I mean, I'll tell you this: the statistic probability that she's going to hear this is pretty low.
Her name is Gail.
Gail Reichelt. Mm-hmm. I don't know her.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You could just bleep her name. No,
yeah, I mean, it sounds like she's a good writing teacher.
She really is. So one of a writing teacher, but she was gone that week for whatever reason.
Oh, no.
We get a sub, and the sub was like, you need to publish this. Just like, this is incredible. She's like, it's so funny. She's like, it's bathroom related, but you're there's some candor, but also like you're careful with your words. And so I remember being like, hey, you know what? I'll suffer some embarrassment for a good compliment about my writing or something. But yeah.
Did you end up like
no?
Okay. I was like,
not.
Hey, like
I guess I am now, huh?
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
putting it out there.
You're doing it somewhat involuntarily / impromptu. Dang man, that's whenever you get like public bathrooms or churches, that is like the through line, or bad food. Like that's the other one that everybody like, but nothing happened into your drawers, so that's good news. Because the number of stories that I've sat down and started talking to people and they're like, I just left it at the truck stop. Like,
well, I've never had anything like that happen.
Really?
So apparently I am a freak because every time I've told people that, I have a friend who works on some of the stuff I do. With me. His name is Matt.
Yeah.
He ridicules me. He actually tells me I'm less of a man for having not pooped my pants.
I don't know if I go that far. I think
he's doing a bit, but at least I really hope so. Now my feelings are hurt if it's not.
I think you are the norm, having not.
Purely anecdotal, I think I'm not. Because everybody I've told that to has been like, oh, I've got like easy.
But that's troubling that it's so
maybe I
often.
have weird friends.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, I try to, so this is one of those things where, as you think about like, how do I have a little bit more like different demographic of folk, and getting ladies to come onto this is it's like my wife has done one.
Battle.
God bless her.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what would I be talking about? And it's like, listen, you don't have to share it if you don't want to share it.
Yeah.
Or if you do, just tell me no. But the number of ladies that I've talked to, they're like, I've had problems too. It's like,
Well, I mean, because they're human.
They're human.
I mean,
and
it's not like...
and it's like, God bless them. They have so much more to deal with. And the horror. Anyway, how do we move on? So,
my brother, though.
Oh, yes.
My brother, quite a few hilarious stories about filling his drawers.
And you're the big brother, so you get to like look.
I'll tell you right now. on the route for our company. He 100% filled his drawers real bad because he couldn't make it. Didn't have a spare pair of pants, but he's already done with the route, so he's just going to be in the car on the way back. Found an old hoodie, tied it around his waist.
Oh my
like
gosh! Just like sat in it.
Oh no! Got to a bathroom, cleaned himself up.
Okay,
doesn't have a change of pants,
and that is the new pair of pants.
That is the new pair of pants.
Oh my goodness!
So he's wearing a hoodie diaper. So shows back up at the shop wearing a hoodie diaper.
Oh my gosh!
No questions are necessary.
Right.
You just look and go,
hey, where's your pants?
I guess he soiled his drawers today.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he's got quite a few.
Did he get in the truck though? Car?
Oh no.
Okay,
he was fine.
All clean.
It was contained.
Okay, so and it's time for oversharing. Then he's dealing with a lot more solid of a job than I deal with because
on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
dude. It's 1 part's coffee. Like I just drink too much of it.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh man, yeah. The sweet, beautiful bean juice. It just kind of Anyway,
well, I mean that's a common denominator for most people, then, right?
Yeah.
Coffee is just silent killer.
It's just that is that's the side effect that when you're like, well, I am addicted at this point, but like, what do? I could stop, and then
what am I sacrificing?
Yeah, and then as soon as you stop, you're like, oh man, I haven't gone to the bathroom yet today. Like, I wonder if I'm okay. And it's just because you quit drinking this thing that is probably bad for you in the long run.
Right.
Yeah. Well, so I have a number of questions.
Go for it.
That I ask everybody on the show. And the first, and starting out kind of simple, is what type of toilet paper, like brand, ply, are you using? And it can either be here or at your house, wherever you. What is your? If someone said, Jerry, you're in charge of buying and money's not an option here.
If I'm in charge of but money's no option.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is, what do you prefer and what do you use? Those might be different.
Yeah. I would, I hesitate to say that real soft stuff, like what I'm looking at right now. This is the stuff my dad buys for the office. Quilted Northern Soft Plush. I don't like this stuff. It's way too soft.
Yeah.
It's at the point where it rips more purely by the virtue of how soft it is. There has to be some substance.
There's like particles that are happening.
And then like the few times I've had to blow my nose with it, then I have white flecks all over because just putting it up, it's like dusted with like a moth, and
right.
Yeah, so definitely not the most expensive stuff.
Yeah.
When I was in charge of buying stuff for the house, when I had roommates and stuff, I think I just bought like the generic Fred Meyer brand and whatever I could see constituted as like mediumness. Right. I don't want like just the thin, like transparency.
The stuff that's in every public school.
Oh my goodness. And most churches too.
Yep.
And the worst of those is the ones where it's like also basically just paper.
Yes. And
it's transparent. So it's like, this is only lose-lose. Yep. You're not only cheaping out a little bit, but you're also giving me something that's going to leave me bleeding.
And you have to use so much of it often.
It's like, how does that
then you get these clogs that are not because of sometimes it's not the kid's fault. Now, sometimes they're little ne'er-do-wells. But it's like, how did this much toilet paper get in here? Well it's because that's how much it takes.
Because I have to wrap my entire arm just for one.
It's unbelievable.
So I would just go for whatever I think looks medium.
Yeah.
Medium. Even if money's no option, it's like I want some substance to it, but I don't want it tearing on accident. Because then you're in a whole new unfortunate situation.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
So medium.
So
whatever medium. That is. I don't have a brand. Sorry.
Right. No, that's fine. I'm so like, I just go to the Costco and buy the Costco brand because it's big blue bag.
It's there.
What else do I do?
Yeah.
When you go to wash your hands.
Okay. Wait. I do that. Yeah.
Just kidding. Are you a liquid soap or a bar soap type of guy?
Liquid soap, I think.
Liquid soap. Now, take that into the shower. Do we have liquid soap or bar soap in the shower? Bar soap in the shower. Okay.
Didn't used to be, but
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did the conversion happen?
Probably when I became a man.
Okay.
No, just kidding.
Shots fired.
No. It happened when I realized. Well, I did. As a teenager,
Yeah.
it's like Axe is the thing you use.
Oh yeah, really.
So I would say when I became a man, I did stop using Axe. No offense.
That is fair. That is a fair one.
And to the grown men out there using Axe,
Stop it.
stop it. No, I did use liquid soap for a while, and I did start becoming a little bit more hyper aware. Like a lot of those soaps they got some chemicals and stuff in there. And it's like, and then there were some studies I saw that came out where a lot of them, like there were some lawsuits against some of those companies about guys, like lower T levels and stuff because of it, and like impotence. And so I was like, well, I might
we don't
have
want
children
that
someday.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I just went, well, maybe I don't want. I mean, I'll be more careful what I'm, lathering my body with. So I started like looking for more organic or something like that. And then I purely went economical.
Yeah.
And there is a company out there called Duke Cannon.
Duke Cannon.
They're one of those like manly.
Okay.
So, you got the Dr. Squatch or something like that, right?
Yes. Hey, have you been watching my Facebook ads, by the way? The Dr. Squatch.
Dude, they're everywhere.
They've got it figured out.
I think Dr. Squatch a little overrated. My dad bought a few of those and I tried it. They smell good, but
I've never.
They're just so small and you go through them so quickly. But Duke Cannon, if you can get, I occasionally watch for like a sale.
Yeah.
Or also Amazon, they sell some of their stuff.
Okay.
Duke Cannon has these huge bricks of soap.
Whoa.
Absolutely massive. And they will last me like months.
Wow.
So I will buy, they might cost $10, $15, but I have them for a very long time. And I have this thing that can fit it inside of it. That
like a holder?
Kind of like a loofah holder.
Oh, that's cool.
Helps you get some more life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's purely a cost decision now, but also
Duke Cannon.
I kind of like the bar soap deal.
Yeah. So do you share a shower with someone? I know that's probably like, so okay.
My whole family.
Okay, so since you're a bar soap guy, do you ever etch like messages into the bar soap for the other people who use the shower?
No, but I probably should be now.
See, I had a buddy, he's like, yeah, I used to send messages to my brothers and sisters in the bar soap. And I'm like,
just talk to them.
I'm like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And he goes, yeah, it is what it is. And I'm like, no, it's weird.
You can't just glance. It is what it is.
And I ask all his siblings, they're like, yeah, I didn't really read them. And I'm like, oh, that's a bummer.
Don't tell that guy.
Yeah.
Just crushes hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
He's sitting here leaving I love you messages, hoping they're reading. They're like, I never paid attention.
If I know him, it was more like, I can see you. Or like, hey, you missed a spot. Or something weird like that.
No, that's better.
So in the same general area, how do you feel about baths?
Just in general?
Hot takes on baths.
Ooh, hot takes on baths. Well, I don't frequent them.
Okay.
I think the last time I took a bath,
probably around the liquid soap days.
Well, or before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yep. I'm sure they have merit.
Yeah.
If I have the luxury of time, which is not something that I'm frequent, I'm
Fair
comfortable with, or I'm very familiar with. I still don't think I would.
Yeah,
because it feels strange.
Right? Especially as an adult man. There's something about it that's like, this isn't for me anymore.
No, because to me, when it comes to the realm of cleanliness, I want to be as efficient as possible.
Yep.
Effective as possible, right?
Yep.
And I feel like baths are probably doing a disservice in both of those fronts.
Yes.
Efficacy.
Yep.
You're sitting in filth for a while.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Yep. You've nailed it.
But I get it though too.
Yes.
Like as far as a relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not going to vilify someone for doing it, but
right. Absolutely not. Do you have any like bathroom specific pet peeves that are like? I mean, you share a bathroom with your family.
Yeah.
So someone's got to be doing something.
Oh yeah. Wet floors, man.
Wet, yes.
But that's not a hot take. I mean, everybody. There can't be a single person that walks into the bathroom with their socks on and loves that they're soaking wet now.
But it's like it's so simple to avoid.
Mm-hmm. But specifically to like leaving a wet towel or bath
Yep.
mat, like
Yep.
right inside
Yep.
the bathroom, unsuspecting to me when I walk in there in the dark. I do have some more niche ones though,
Yes.
specific to my household.
Okay. Oh, yes.
So
this is it.
here's an example of it right here.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
This-
so we're staring at what looks like a. I like to call that the Arizona print, even though
Really?
that's not the right
I think-
term for it.
Makes me think Montana.
Yeah. So kind of a Western-ish print
Yeah.
flannel draped over a box in this bathroom.
That and oh nope, they're gone. But my brother, notorious for two things involving leaving things places. One of
Yeah.
them being drinks, opens them, takes 1, 2, maybe 3 sips out of it, leaves it.
Oh,
Right?
man.
You should see his bedroom. Just drinks everywhere.
Oh, my gosh.
2, he leaves shoes and like outerwear.
Yeah.
Along line of flannels, coats, every bathroom.
Every.
I mean, I can't imagine. he's
So
living
this
in a
is
public-
his?
This is his.
Oh, perfect. There you
Yeah,
go.
This is his. Just this week, we had a set of sneakers in here. They're not here anymore. And then we had some construction guys that were coming in and using our bathroom. They saw him and they thought it was weird, so they set him outside the bathroom. Now, you must be thinking, if his shoes are here,
Right.
what did he walk out in, right?
Right.
Heaven knows.
Well, and that was what I was going to say is like, is he getting in and getting too warm from the job and then like ditching parts of the clothes and.
Oh, I can tell you exactly why it's happening.
Oh.
But I don't care what he thinks. He is one of the few who's full stripped down when it's bathroom time.
Aaron Badley, too, apparently.
Yeah.
He was like
Yep.
poop naked.
Another one I understand the merit of. Used to be that way in some ways.
Yeah.
Oh, not in some ways. I used to do that.
Really?
Oh yeah. Growing up, it's like, especially as a kid,
Yeah.
it's like, why would I want to risk?
Getting it all. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like
yeah.
I'm a messy user of
Right,
the
right.
porcelain throne, but why risk a potential splooshed?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Well-
But and also there's something freeing about it, something more comfortable.
Right.
Your ankles aren't bound by the restrictions of your pants.
But this is
or-
at your home, right? Because like.
oh, certainly. I'm
Okay,
not.
because that every time someone says, "Yeah,
Well-
I poop in the buff" or "I go to the bathroom in the buff," I'm like,
I'd like to say it was only at my home.
John. Okay, going back, you were not
The Johnny situation,
Okay,
no,
thank
absolutely
you.
not.
I just had to ask,
No.
because somebody is gonna be like,
Nope.
"You didn't ask him about John," and I'm so
No.
perfect.
Absolutely not. That
Good,
was when
good,
I had
good,
grown out
good.
of it.
Yep, good,
Grown out of
good.
it. I will
Very
tell
good.
you, a big proponent of what made me grow out of that was actually Cyrus.
Yes.
He knew this about the men in my family. It's a recurring thing.
Yes.
And there was a youth trip we went on when I was one of his youth group students, 13 or something. I'm pretty sure Aaron Badley was there. We were somewhere else working at a church, painting and fixing it up and stuff, service project. And we're all in the shower, because it was a camp too. We're in the
Yeah.
showers and stuff in the bathrooms, and all the guys are in there showering, getting, ready for bed and all that stuff and using the bathroom. And Cyrus was walking down the stalls and guessing who was in each stall by just their shoes as a joke. He gets to mine and goes, well, the pants and shirt are in front of the feet. So I know that's Jerry.
Oh no.
And then I went, oh, this is known about me. And from that moment on, it was like,
he cured you.
I was a new man.
Wow, that's
But my brother, 20 years old.
woof.
Now, I don't know about stall situations for
Yeah.
him, but I do know,
Yeah. He's on the regular.
private bathrooms. And he'll defend it.
Oh, perfect. That's the vibe that we want, people who are defending difficult positions for
Yeah.
sure.
That's my brother in a whole nutshell.
Yeah. So some shower specific questions, and
Yeah.
these are the like. Just gonna ask them.
Toeing the
Have
line
you ever
here.
taken a dark shower?
Dark shower. Oh, just in the dark.
Yep,
That's not
yep.
code for
dark
something.
shower. Nope, dark shower. It's not.
Certainly, yeah.
Okay. Is it by choice? Do you like it?
I've done it because power was out.
Okay, power's
so
out.
Not by choice.
Okay.
Which also meant, I think in that case, also meant the shower was cold. But
True.
yeah, but
True.
In some cases that's not the case with power, but that one was. But by choice, I think I have by choice before when I was like sick or something, and I didn't want, like the lights were
Right,
bothering my
it's too
eye.
much.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've done that. I also think I just did it once. I was
Yeah.
like showering in the dark.
Yeah.
But it's a dangerous game.
See, it's my go-to.
Really?
I almost exclusively shower in the dark.
Why?
It's just so I had a guy on the show. He also apparently does this sometimes, and he described it, especially if you're showering in the morning. He's like, it's like you are birthed into your day.
Yikes.
It's like it's dark. The water warms you up.
What a weird.
And
but relatively
it's
suitable reason.
just like the light is the last, like, I don't want this right now. I want it in a little bit.
No, I
not
get
right
that.
now.
Because you're not fully awake, right? But you want to wake up peacefully, kind of.
And it's not pitch black. Like,
yeah,
there's usually like a nightlight or something that's given just enough to make you be able to, like, not drop everything and stub your toe and all the stuff.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to try it.
Yeah. Have you ever eaten an orange in the shower like you would eat an apple? So, like, you peel it.
I feel like you're only asking me this question because somebody has.
No, it's a thing. Like,
what?
It's an internet thing. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, where people would peel the orange and then they would just get in the shower and eat the now peeled, like, orange globe like an apple, and the juices just go everywhere because it's that way, but they don't care because they're in the shower. But then you get, like, sticky bits down. Yeah. And
it makes sense. It's the most effective way if you're going to eat an orange that way.
Right.
Because you're ensuring that you aren't covered in gunk.
Gunk.
But I would say no. Haven't done that. Have eaten an orange that way just for fun. And I will say it's the superior way of eating an orange, but the juice is not worth the squeeze.
There you go.
No pun intended, actually. But
yeah.
But, I mean, it is superior. The orange tastes different when you eat it that way.
Really?
I'll die on that.
Okay, I have an orange every day at lunch, so my coworkers are going to get to watch me act like a crazy person tomorrow.
I do think it tastes different.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm going for it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying it out.
But then, I mean, you're not in the shower, so you're going to have to deal with mess.
Yeah, it's fine. I work at a high school. They spill everywhere.
They'll probably find it hilarious anyway.
Oh, I would never do that in front of them. They would film it and put it on the internet and be like, "Whoa, Mr. Hoover's crazy."
Just get royalties and you're fine.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Have you ever... Okay, so do you have any snacks or drinks in the shower? Have you ever taken...
I certainly have.
Yeah.
Only because you hear that people do it and you think, okay, they're either...
If they can do it, why can't I?
Exactly.
Yep.
Or maybe there's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's worth it.
Oh, so do you like LaCroix?
I actually really do. I love sparkling water.
I think that LaCroix or any sparkling water, doesn't have to be LaCroix, is best.
I can tell you're sponsored by LaCroix.
Oh, man. It's the dream. Is best mowing, like actively mowing, or in the shower.
Okay, why? What changes it?
In the shower, there's just something about, like, it's bitey and cold, and you can just kind of
juxtaposition.
Yeah, you can just kind of drink it faster than normal because everything's already warm.
Interesting.
And you can kind of feel it going all the way down, and it's surreal.
I mean, I can certainly relate to, like, there's those times where, like, the outside of you is one temperature and you are consuming the opposite, and so you can feel it moving through your body.
Exactly
that is an interesting sensation.
Yeah.
And I definitely like it more. Well, I don't know. What's better? This is an interesting question. What's better, being freezing cold and experiencing the sensation of very hot liquid coursing through your body, or, really, really hot weather? Well, I don't know. I prefer to be in the cold anyway, so I'd have to say that the first one. But no, that's interesting. Yeah. That's an interesting reason.
Yeah, and the mowing is just, there's something because, like, I think it's because mowing feels so, like, I love mowing. It's
really?
It's like free therapy for me. But
I like it when it's over.
Well, but that's it. It's like
the completion of it.
It's I have to do this activity.
Right.
And then just having this drink that just stands for fanciness and, like, kind of like...
So it's with juxtaposition,
it's kind of like, look at what I've got going on here while I'm doing this.
That's probably the best reason I can imagine.
Yeah, and so then no snacks in the shower?
Not currently.
Okay.
I have... Actually, I don't know if I've ever eaten... I know I drank a Coke in the shower once.
Okay, yeah. That's great.
I think I did... No, I don't think I've ever gone with snacks.
Okay. Snacks are a little more dangerous. There's a sogginess that you have to avoid.
Also, it's just like like depending on what the snack is, unless I'm going full like plate and fork, I'm touching whatever I'm eating with my bare hand.
Yeah.
And well, I would assume if you're doing that, you have to eat it at the beginning, right? Because if not, your hands might be touching stuff.
So I had a dude, and he's like, "Yeah, I had a sandwich in the shower." I'm like,
"Oh, what?
Sandwich and chips?" And I'm like, "How?" And he goes, "Well, you just keep putting it back outside the shower every time you take a bite." But I'm sitting here going,
Like, you can't wash between bites then, right?
Yeah, that, and your hand is wet.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to ruin the sandwich like 3 bites in.
And then if they're chips and they've got like the powder flavor, then your fingers are like...
Well, he's a monster, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
And then what about on the toilet? Any snacks or drinks on the toilet?
Oh. I've had like a bottle of water before and been like, wow, I'm sitting here.
Right.
I'm not close to being done. I need a drink of water.
Yeah.
Taking a drink of water.
Gotta hydrate.
I know for a fact, purely out of I have to do this because I have to both be ingesting energy, provisions while I'm expelling it.
Yes.
Or what's left of it. I have done it. I think it's a little gross.
Yeah.
Just because, there's particles in the air.
Yeah. Yeah. Bathrooms aren't for eating.
No. But I guess if I'm in the right situation where I don't have a choice, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
But if you do it, probably shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, that's, yep. It is what it is. Have you ever, and so this is where you learn a lot about people. Have you ever performed a waffle stomp?
No.
Do you know what a waffle stomp is?
Oh, I'm familiar.
Oh, very good.
Where toilet activity is relegated to showers.
Yes, and then
you have no choice but to shove it. Yep. I'm familiar.
So you have not performed that.
No.
Okay. Would you / what would it take?
What would it take? Are we talking monetarily?
No, like emergency. So are you like, I'm going to shut it off, I'm going to get out, and I'm just going to go to the bathroom?
Oh, I've done that, yeah.
Okay. Would you ever...
Which is the worst way to go to the bathroom. One of.
Yes. So in my opinion,
Being slippery.
There's 3 options when you're in the shower and you have to poop. You can do that, which is, I think you're catching 90% of, I would say 85% of people. Just like, they're going to get out and do it. And then there's the waffle stomp, which I think is the second best, because the worst is the people who catch it. Like, they poop and catch it, and then they toss it in the toilet. Yes, with their hand.
They don't have like a special cup for it?
No, they just...
Maybe that's too classy for that option, huh?
They just catch it and throw it in the toilet. And that, to me, is a bridge too far.
Yeah.
Like, we're
especially
actually
if you're eating
handling
sandwich at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. The snacks have got to be put away for that one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a bridge too far for me. Like, I can and have, like, wrapped my brain around the waffle stomp, but
I guess I can wrap my brain around it only in the context of absolute emergency.
Right.
So, but to me, an absolute emergency is a situation where I already made a mistake and I don't have a towel to dry off with. Because, like, if
I've already made a mistake.
Like, if I started the shower process and I go, oh, I forgot a towel, which, I mean, that is a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And if I've already made that fatal error, and I know I have to go to the bathroom, it's like, well, I'm going to have to sit on the toilet. It's going to be so slippery.
Oh, yeah. That's...
But I still wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't stomp it.
Stomp the waffle, no.
Oh, dude.
But then the other emergency situation I can think of, which might justify it in my head, is if you know it's not solid.
And it's never, like I said...
in your case...
I'm never blasting solids. It's...
Okay.
If I am, it's more
Wait, so
concerning.
are you saying that this is something you regularly do?
Oh, I don't regularly. My wife would not tolerate that. But it has happened.
But she tolerates a certain amount of it?
She tolerates... Oh, yeah, no, it wouldn't... Let me put it this way. If I did it, which is consequently a similarly titled work of fiction or nonfiction, depending on who you... She would never know. Okay. Like, I would make sure that it was cleaned up.
Yeah.
Which she didn't know the one time that I did it in a shower that we shared. She found out later and was very upset. She's like, no, you didn't. I was like, well, I had to test it.
Oh, the reason you did it was only because you wanted to see what it was
like?
Oh,
yeah, no, there was no emergency. It was
curiosity.
Simple curiosity.
I can respect that.
And it wasn't bad. Like, anyway.
It wasn't bad. Anyway.
Yeah, we don't need to go there. So when you get to the toilet paper, how many sheets are you using?
Ooh.
Because this is
There's always a test flight.
Yeah. Okay.
Which will determine for the rest of the excursion how many I'm using. Test flight is 3.
Okay.
Well, the test flight's like 4, I think.
Okay. Yep.
And then I can decide, do I want to be nice and use less of it just for the next guy? So
right.
You know, or do I, in some of these, you know, transparency, do I need to be using 12, 13?
Right.
But I think 4 or 5 is a happy medium.
Yeah. Okay. That acceptable answer. I just, the people that are like, every time I'm using 15 to 20, I'm like, why? You have a blanket.
I mean, I may be a little conservative on maybe 6 or 7 at the most.
Okay.
Maybe there's some days where I'm not paying attention and it's like a
yeah,
and I'm like, what? Oh, there's 7.
Oh yeah, and those don't count.
Okay.
I'm talking like
when you're thinking about it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, probably 5 or 6.
Yeah. Okay. And then the toilet paper is on the thing. You've replaced the roll.
Yeah. Is this the over under?
Yeah. Are you over under?
I was waiting for this.
Yeah.
Over.
Really?
Oh, 100%. Are you an under?
You know, it's not important.
Okay. I've struck a nerve.
I have my reasons and will defend them one day. Nobody agrees with me, and that's okay. Why are you an over guy?
One, purely aesthetic.
Okay, I can't argue with it.
I think it looks better.
Yeah.
2, I believe the original patent.
Yes,
I'm sure you've heard this.
Yeah. Oh, my wife has showed me this.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Which I think is a stupid reason. You know, right? I mean,
yes.
If we've learned, let's pretend for a second that under's better, which it's not. But let's pretend it is. If under was better, just because the patent showed it over means literally nothing.
Right.
So I will not use that as defense for my case.
Right.
We can throw that out. And if anybody else does, it should be ignored.
There you go. I like that.
They should be ignored, frankly. No, just kidding. Aesthetic, sure, but also aesthetic only goes so far. Functionality is superior. And I think when it's under, depending on the system that's being used, under can get jammed a little bit in a way that over doesn't because of gravity.
Yeah. The pull.
Yeah. And I really despise, especially some of those public restrooms that have the thing that's gravity is pulling the system down, and they chose to go under. So, I bet you it's intentional because people use less. But
guaranteed.
The thing is pinning the paper.
Yes.
So you can't get it out, and then it tears. And it's always with that really thin paper. Yep. And then you got to try and like stick your fingers in there to try and find the paper, but my fingers are massive sausage links, and I can't get them in the, you know. So
Yep.
So if I have my choice over.
Okay.
But at home or like here, I don't think I look.
Yeah.
I just like throw it on there and then I go, oh, I accidentally didn't go over and I know I like it over, but I don't care.
So that's where, I like it under, but I also don't care.
Yeah.
Like when I do it, I've replaced the roll and I've done it.
Yeah.
And we should all be happy for that. You know, like.
You replaced, yeah. Oh, like, I see what you're saying.
I've done that.
Oh, what a gentleman.
And where's my gold star now? You know, like it's one of those things for me. I remembered to do it. Very good. Well, hey, I want to, just as we like wrap up and close, I wanted to just talk to you about Under the Influence. And I know that you were talking about like its trajectory, but tell me about all of the stuff that you're doing and what you got going on.
Under the Influence, there's a bit of a double meaning there. It's a joke. We're not talking about Hennessy on the show. Under the Influence is a podcast that I do with my brother and my best friend. Well, other than my brother, my other best friend, I should say. The three of us do it. The joke there is that we're under the influence of Jesus.
There you go.
Right? And it's intentionally campy for a reason, right?
Hey, which, by the way, I absolutely love your intro with the guy getting...
That's Jude, my brother,
getting cracks pulled over me up
by a real police officer.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that makes it better.
Oh, yeah. That detail... This might be the first time I've ever shared that detail, like in any formal form. It only just adds to it for us, knowing that Jude. Now he wasn't actually pulled over,
right?
But it was just like, hey, we know this guy. You
Let's
happen to be a cop. That's the only reason we're asking you to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah, it was done before I was involved in the show. They made that because Jude had this idea for a show, and then I got involved, and we kind of changed things. But we used the same intro. It's I love the intro. It's funny, and we've got 2 variants. The one we used for season 1, and then the season 2 one that we're doing is where they did it in terrible Boston accents.
Oh yeah, okay. So I've heard the Boston accents. I need to go back to some of the earlier ones because I jumped in like a couple episodes in season 2, and I went back to the beginning of it and need to go farther back.
But, we got 24 episode seasons. We're doing 6-month season chunks, right? Because we do weekly. And they range between an hour and 45 minutes at the most. But it's just the 3 of us. We found ourselves in a situation. We were living together for a while, and we see each other regularly. We like to sit and talk to one another. Yeah. And we thought, everybody's got a podcast now, and most of them are just conversations between friends. Yep. We're doing that. Yep. Let's do it. And I'm also involved in an online ministry called Christian Influence. Okay. Which is dedicated to, it started originally as a gaming-centric thing, right? Yeah. So our tagline was crossover gaming, right? Putting the gospel first. Oh, that's cool. Online. And the purpose of it is to have a place online. I mean, so many kids are playing video games, right? And and parents, I think, would like to think that they know what their kids are doing or what their kids are being subjected to. But obviously, unless you're assuming the worst, you don't. Right. So our goal with that is to have a place where anybody, kids, whatever, that's adults can play video games, share in media and content that is, at the very least, being made by Christians under a godly influence. That's awesome. And direction. But so we wanted a main podcast and show for that. So we drudged up those old audio files for the intro and went, all right, let's just do a show where the 3 of us who love each other and want to push each other into growing in Christ and being godly men, tell funny jokes for 45 minutes, then have meaningful conversation for another 30.
Oh my goodness. It really is. I don't know how much of it is returning bits and how much of it is like new stuff. Cause like I said, I'm season 2 here, but y'all recently did one where you look at some, for lack of a better term, like just whack Bible teaching with quotes, like just, prosperity folks, and just talk about, man, it is that type stuff. I hear it and I'm like, I live for this. This is so good.
Well, none of us are biblical scholars. None of us are trained, went to school for it. We've got some friends who work on the show with us who, if we do anything out of line, will correct us. Well-trained Bible teacher and working on his doctorate. But he will, hey, you said this thing. You shouldn't have said it. We're taking it out. That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
But, that's important to us to make sure that we don't accidentally become what we're criticizing.
Right. No, but dude, it's good. And I think that's really, my son, he's super into the video games, and we have done pretty good at finding, like, who are the people that are doing the dumb stuff on here, and definitely am gonna be like, show him this and be like, hey, like,
I mean,
because he loves like, we do a kids ministry, he's all about it, and so just him knowing like, these guys, they believe in Jesus like, like we do, buddy, and that goes a long way. That's super cool.
Yeah, our goal is to provide a place for all of that, the community that surrounds video games. Yeah. And online content of all kinds. Streamers, YouTubers, and we're growing, and then podcasts and stuff like that, is to have a place for that community to exist that is moderated, and then bringing it back to what's important, right? Hey, we enjoy the things we love, but let's do it for the glory of God, right? And then also to provide the things themselves. So we have a Minecraft server, we have a bunch of Ark servers, a bunch of servers in a bunch of different games, and then clubs in some of the competitive, first-person shooter games and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's something I didn't start, but I got involved in, and then now I am a co-owner in, and we're pushing it as much as we can.
Dang.
Well, I shouldn't say pushing it as much as we can. We are,
and that's called Christian Influence.
Christian Influence, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're primarily a Discord server. Okay. We have a website as well, but the community is hosted on Discord.
Yeah. Well, I'll stick the stuff in the doodly booper, and
the doodly booper.
That's what I call it, because
that's a good one.
Yeah. No,
that's
awesome,
the doobly doo, but doodly booper is a good. I think superior.
Yeah. Sweet. So you're and then you have a Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, so I have 2 podcasts. Yeah.
Yes.
Under the Influence, which is just the comedy and Christian life one, and then I do have. I mean, I'm a huge fan of D&D. We talked about it at the start, and I've been playing for years. I've been told I'm pretty good at running it, and so we thought, you know what, D&D podcasts, huge thing.
Yep.
Let's take our home game. That one is more edited down to be, because it's like a 4-hour session of D&D,
right?
Edited into 2 hour-and-a-half episodes. But we slap some cool music in there and throw some sound effects, and we have fun with that. And that one comes out on Fridays, and that one's called Of Lore and Legend.
Of Lore and Legend. Sweet.
Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and wherever people are listening to this nonsense, they'll probably be able to find those, I assume.
Of Lore and Legend's not quite big enough that it comes up at the top of searches right now. There's a bunch of other shows, but if you look for Under the Influence or Christian Influence on Spotify, I've actually found that you can find that one, which is cool.
Yeah, it was not hard for me to find it, so that's good. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well,
thank you.
Do you have any parting remarks for me or whoever is the bathroom enthusiast?
Oh, bathroom enthusiasts. Man, well, to the bathroom enthusiasts, you're a small crowd, but keep troopers, really.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of something else that has to be more. I mean, weird to talk about, but to be enthusiastic about. So I think that there's some respect that is owed to those of you who are bathroom enthusiasts. So well done. Keep doing what you love. But yeah, I think your show is great. I need to listen to more of it. I've enjoyed it. I'm appreciative to get to sit here and do this. It's been fun.
Yeah, I was pumped when you commented. I was like, oh man, this.
I saw the episode with you and Aaron, and I was like, oh, that's too good.
It was a wild ride.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Well, I'm gonna do what I call my dog is going to the bathroom in the backyard, and I'm watching, and it's awkward looking, and and close the show. So this has been another episode of Privy. Thanks so much for joining us. As always, go check out Under the Influence and Christian Influence, as well as Of Lore and Legend.
Yeah.
Go check those out, and go check out the stuff that Jerry and his brother and friend are doing. It's good stuff. You can send us an email, privycast@gmail.com. Episode suggestions, ideas, all those things. Tread lightly. Follow us on social media. We're at Privycast. And now, as always, don't forget to flush. Yes. Oh. Got a little splash on the backside, I think.